Hey students, this is Shubham Arya from JS College of Science and Arts, and today we are going to start a new chapter, that is solutions. So here are some important terms and definitions that you will have to study in solutions. Let us go through one by one. First is, what is solution? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances known as solution. So what is solution? It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Okay. Next topic is, what is solute? The substance present in the smaller amount in a solution is called solute. So as we all know that solution contains two parts, that is solute and solvent. So what the solvent is? The lighter part, the lesser amount of substance that has to be mixed with another substance is known as solute. Now what is solvent? The substance present in the larger amount in a solution is known as solvent. Okay. So as we all know that solution is a mixture of two or more substance. Okay, first substance is of lighter amount and second substance is of larger amount. So the lighter amount is known as solute and the larger amount is known as solution. For example, a solution of sugar water, or a solution of salt water, or a solution of lemon water. In sugar water, we take a glass of water and a spoon of sugar. Glass of water is a big quantity, it is known as solvent, and a spoon of sugar is a small quantity, is known as solute. Likewise, in salt water, glass of water is solvent and spoon of salt is solute. Like lemon water, a glass of water is solvent and a lemon is solute. Okay, so this is about solute and solvent. Next is mass percentage. So what is mass percentage? It is the amount of solute in grams dissolved plus per 100 gram of solution. Okay, so what is mass percentage? It is the amount of solute in grams dissolved in 100 gram of solution. If we take 100 gram of solution, how much amount of solute is dissolved in it in grams is known as mass percentage. For example, 10% solution of sodium chloride means 10 grams of solid sodium chloride present in 100 grams of solution. So if a solution contains sodium chloride, it has 10 grams of sodium chloride in 100 grams of solution of water. It is known as 10% of solution. So mass percentage can be calculated as mass of solute upon mass of solution multiplied by 100. Why we are multiplying it by 100? Because we are going to calculate the percentage value. That's why we are multiplying it by 100. Next is part per million or ppm. We will come across a unit known as ppm in this chapter and later in our syllabus. So what is ppm? ppm is parts per million. So in what is ppm? When a solute is present in small quantities or very minute amount, it is easier to express the concentration in parts per million. It is defined as the amount of substance in grams in 10 raised to 6 of solution. Okay, 10 raised to 6 means 1 million or 10 lakhs. Okay, so part per million means because we are getting very small amount of sugar, the particles of sugar or particles of salt or particles of solute is very small that we can't even see with microscope also. Okay, so a point of a solution contains millions and millions of particles. Okay, so this can be denoted by parts in million. So what is ppm? It is when a solute present in small quantities, it is easier to express the concentration in parts per million. It is defined as the amount of substance in gram, okay, in 10 raised to 6 of solution. So how can we calculate ppm? ppm can be calculated as mass of A is solute. Okay, mass of A upon total mass of solution multiplied by 10 raised to 6. Mass of A upon total mass of solution multiply 10 raised to 6. In case of gram, PM refers to volume rather than mass. Okay, example, concentration of SO2 in Delhi has been found to be 10 ppm, which means that 10 into 10 centimeter cube of sodium oxide is present in 10 raised to 6 sodium centimeter cube of air. Okay, as we all know that the air of Delhi is going to be worse and worse nowadays, but due to lockdown the purity of air increased very much. But before that, the ppm level of Delhi is around 600, right? So that ppm value can be calculated through this only, mass of A upon total mass of solution into 10 raised to 6. Now next topic is mole fraction, denoted by X. So what is mole fraction? It is the ratio of number of moles of a particular component to the total number of moles of all the component. So what is mole fraction? It is the ratio of number of moles. It is the ratio. Mole fraction is the ratio. It does not have any unit because it is a ratio. It is a ratio of number of moles of a particular component or particular component to the total number of moles of all the components. So mole fraction can be calculated as number of moles of solute upon number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent, or number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent gives total number of moles of solution, because solute plus solvent is solution. Okay, so xb equals to nb upon na plus nb, where n equals to number of moles of b upon a number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. NB can be calculated or written as WB upon MB. Okay, that is weight upon mass. Okay, so WB upon MB upon WA upon MA plus WB upon MB, because NA can be written as WA upon MA and NB can be written as WB upon, here it is W, it is not W, it is MB, it is MB. Okay, so we can calculate it and find WB upon MB upon WA upon MA in case of dilute solutions. So by calculating all this, we can find that XA plus XB plus XC equals to 1 if there are 3 components, and when there are 2 components we can get XA plus XB equals to 1 only. Now next topic is molarity. Molarity denoted by capital M. It is expressed as the number of moles of solute per liter of solution. Okay, so molarity can be given in liters. It is expressed as number of moles of solute per liter of solution, or M equals to NB upon V. V means volume into 1000. 1000 means because it is calculated in liters only, or M equals to WB into 1000 upon MB into V, where NB equals to number of moles of solute, V is the volume of solution in milliliter, WB is the amount of solute, and MB is the molecular weight of solute. Okay, so this is for now. Please go through all these topics, do revise my previous lectures, and we will discuss the next part in next video. Thank you students, bye bye.